Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling one of the most fascinating and, let's be real, sometimes frustrating hurdles in language learning, the preposition trap. We're pulling insights directly from Unit 2, pages 38 and 39 of Libro 2 to totally master a very specific group of verbs known as verbos con la preposición de. Let's unpack this together and make sure you never get caught in this grammar trap again. Okay. Quick question for you. How do you say in love with in Spanish? Just, take a mental guess right now. If you're a native English speaker, your brain instantly searches for the Spanish word for with, which is con. So logic tells you it's got to be enamorado con, right? Well, hold that thought, because this perfectly exposes the trap of literal translation. Language is rarely a neat one-to-one math equation. Section 1. The preposition trap. Why literal translations fail. So when we try to just copy-paste English prepositions directly into Spanish, things get, pretty clunky. In English, we expect in love with. But the Spanish reality? It's enamorado de. Literally, that translates to enamored of. Sure, if you use con here, a native speaker will get the gist, but they'll instantly know you're translating in your head. The preposition de is an absolute requirement for this verb to sound natural. It's a package deal. Let's nail down exactly what we're talking about here. Verbos con la preposición de are Spanish verbs that strictly require the preposition de to connect to an object, a person, or an action. Think of the verb and the preposition as best friends, right? They simply do not like to go anywhere without each other. That de acts as the vital bridge connecting your action to the rest of your sentence. Section 2. Matters of the heart. Expressing emotions with D. To make this whole thing easier to digest, we aren't just going to stare at a random vocabulary list. We're grouping them by deep emotions. Here are 3 super common matters of the heart target verbs. First up, we have alegrarse de, which means to be glad about something. Next is the one we just talked about, enamorarse de, to fall in love with. And finally, arrepentirse de, which is to regret. Notice the conceptual link here. Whether it's joy, love, or regret, these powerful feelings are all anchored to their cause by that tiny word, de. Let's see this in action with a real sentence from our source material. Se ha enamorado de una chica mexicana. He has fallen in love with a Mexican girl. Just listen to how beautifully that flows. Grammatically speaking, in Spanish, you fall in love of someone. Locking this specific structure into your memory is going to completely save you from falling into the con trap later. Here's another great one. Me alegro de que te vaya bien. Literally, I am glad of that it goes well for you. Or more naturally, I am glad that things are going well for you. And this brilliantly illustrates how alegrarse de actually works in real, everyday conversation. The de just seamlessly glues that feeling of gladness right to the situation. Okay, our final emotion verb example. Ana se arrepiente de lo que te hizo. Ana regrets what she did to you. When native speakers want to express remorse or regret over a past action, they use arrepentirse paired directly with de. Ana repents of what she did. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually a really elegant structure. Section 3. Matters of the mind, mental states, and fatigue. All right, shifting gears from our feelings to our mental states, we have acordarse de, which is to remember, then cansarse de, to get tired of something, and quejarse de, to complain about something. Just like our matters of the heart, these mental states and everyday frustrations rely completely on the preposition de to introduce the target of that memory, fatigue, or complaint. Let's ground this with a fantastic example directly from the text. Tu madre se acuerda siempre de ti. Your mother always remembers you. Now, what's super interesting about this verb is that in English, remember doesn't even take a preposition. We just say remembers you. But in Spanish, the act of recalling a memory connects to the person through de. She remembers of you. Now for when you're just totally burnt out. Estoy cansado de tus mentiras. I am tired of your lies. So the crucial point is that whether you're physically exhausted from a long day or just mentally drained from a situation, you pair cansado, or the verb cansarse, strictly with de. It firmly connects your exhaustion straight to the source. I absolutely love this next example because honestly it's just so dramatic. Desde que estás aquí, te quejas de todo. Basta. Since you've been here, you complain about everything. Enough. It's such a lively, everyday example of complaining. Pay attention here because in English we complain about something. If you try saying quejarse, it's going to sound completely off. It absolutely must be quejarse de. Section 4. Test your knowledge. Fill in the blank. Let's put you in the hot seat for a second and apply what we've just broken down. Estoy blank escuchar la misma música. I am something to listen to the same music. Think back to what we literally just learned regarding mental fatigue. What's the missing phrase here? Challenge yourself right now to recall the exact spelling and that all-important preposition. Got it? The answer is cansado de. Estoy cansado de escuchar la misma música. I am tired of listening to the same music. If you nailed that, awesome job! You're taking the cansarse de structure and solidifying it in a highly practical, conversational way. Section 5. Keep practicing. Your path to fluency. Look, mastering these specific verb categories is an absolute game changer for your Spanish. It's literally the difference between sounding like you're translating word for word in your head and genuinely sounding natural. So I want to leave you with a thought. Which verb with D are you going to deliberately use in your very next Spanish conversation? Will you tell someone you're glad for them? Or maybe theatrically complain about something? Pick one, practice it, and use it out in the real world. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on The Explainer today. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. And hey, I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with your favorite verb pairing from today's lesson, or even better, write a completely original sentence using one of them. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next Explainer.